Since its introduction to JMR in 2020, Marbula 1 has quickly become a fan favorite series, along with the Marble League and the Sand Marble Rally. And unlike the Marble League, where you can make a case for a handful of marbles to be the greatest, in Marbula 1, it's more cut and dry as to who is in the conversation and who isn't. There are really three marbles in said conversation: the Cobalt Royal, the Savage Speeder Speedy, and the Crazy Cat's Eyes Red Eye. There are some outside cases for Starry, Mallard, Snowy, Cloudy, etc., but it's really just those three. We'll take a look at the three categories to determine who's the greatest. First off, the statistics. We'll start off with by far the most basic, the counting stats. First off, simply points scored. Red Eye and Speedy jump out immediately, with a slight edge towards Red Eye. However, all three joined Marbula 1 at different times, so let's level the playing field with rate stats. Spoiler alert, these statistics are going to adore Royal. This one is no exception, as Royal leads in points per event, although Red Eye is very close. Next up, medals. If you want to be successful in JMR, you need to be able to get on the podium. Just look at Season 1 Prim. Yeah, we've really come full circle here on Marble Moments. Prim finished with a record 3.5 average finish, a record that still stands today. And not only did Prim not win, they didn't even finish on the overall podium. Anyway, back to the GOAT debate. Similarly to raw points, Red and Speedy clear Royal in terms of medal count with 9 compared to Royal's 5. However, Red Eye wins in terms of points in podium finishes. That's due to having 2 more golds than the Speeder. However, once again, these three have competed in different numbers of races, so let's once again use race stats to even things out. Even here, Red Eye comes out on top, with Royal eclipsing Speedy. However, medals give us a unique third way to look at it. These marbles got a lot of podiums, but just how good were those podiums? Here, Royal wins easily, with Red Eye and Speedy respectively following. Okay, that's enough of the statistics. I'm sorry if your head hurts from all those numbers. Now on to accolades. This is much easier to understand than the stats. However, it really doesn't get us very far. Red has 2 individual titles, and Speedy has an individual title and another podium, compared to Royal's lone podium. However, as of writing this, Royal is currently tied with Cloudy for leading the singles leaderboard. If they can hold on, Red will have the edge, while Royal and Speedy are dead even. Maybe Royal has an advantage over Speedy due to doing that fewer seasons, but right now that's the best we've got. Finally, we have the eye test, and this is the only one of these three that everyone can give their opinion on. Not everyone can know these marble statistics and pass, but everyone can give their thoughts as to who's the best marble on the track. Since Marbula 1 gives us these marbles so many more chances to battle amongst themselves, all three of these have battled against each other for the win in a race. Red versus Speedy is perhaps the least interesting, so we'll start there. This took place in Race Forest, and despite Razzie being practically lapped the whole race, Speedy and Red Eye dueled for the win on the Jungle Jumpers track.
These top runners, Speedy can see Red Eye in front. Down the back stretch they go as we look at the rest of the field. Red Eye trying not to get caught up with Razzie, but that lets Speedy close in. Into the third sector, Speedy just a few lengths back. The gap is dropping. Onto the front stretch. Weaving around, Red Eye will hold on and capture the win.
Red takes the win here. Now let's see how he did against the Cobalt. This was in the Season 3 finale, in the famous, or infamous depending on the team you like, Mirage Meowtown Grand Prix. Red Eye looked to win the race and potentially the championship for the CCEs, but Royal was closing the gap pretty quickly. And on the last lap, Royal would get his chance.
Oh my gosh, as they run right now, this is very close. They would be tied, and the tiebreak, I believe, would go to the Crazy Cat's Eyes, but Red Eye loses. They won. Oh my goodness, Royal, to begin the final lap, has stolen the lead away. Clementon holds third spot. That is enough for the championship if it holds. Here comes Red Eye. 1 sector to go. The crowd willing them on. Through the banking comes Royal, Red Eye in second, and that is how they will finish. Royal wins the Grand Prix at Mirage Meowtown.
Royal claims the W. Now last, but certainly not least, Royal versus Speedy. This is by far the most recent race in Season 4 at the Sakura Garden. I'm not going to give any background. Just watch history and perhaps the best finish in JMR history unfold.
Closer as they come across the belt, 2/10, and this is the final lap. Speedy versus Royal. Will Misty have anything to say about it? They're opting for different lines, and now they go defensive through the S's. Speedy over Royal. Very slow and deliberate here. Both of these marbles know that there are passing opportunities coming up. Royal to the outside, back to the inside, has the lead through the hairpin, and may have timed it perfectly. Royal is going to make it 2 straight in Marbula 1.
What a battle. In terms of this category, Royal goes undefeated, Red Eye splits, and Speedy rounds it out. So what to make of all this? All 3 of these marbles are incredibly talented, and I'm actually not sure who I would say is the best. But you can say any one of these 3 is the greatest and have the numbers to back it up. That's what makes this special. And of course, this will change in the future, and one day, this video will be completely useless. It's why they still do the races. Thank you for watching.